Welcome everybody. My name is Cleef and we are casting a CSGO game today. It's going to be very interesting to see who gets on with regards to this one. As we wait for players and everything to be able to connect to the server. We've got Eastern Building Group versus DoIt LAN today. Two amateur teams going against each other. Not really much is known about these two teams to me specifically. We'll see how we fare with regards to it. We've got Wex that's joined. Here we go. As players start to connect. Wex, Omi. It seems like the players of Eastern Building Group are beginning to join. Flamesy joins in. It's going to be very interesting to see, you know, who pulls out a win, who the big players are, who's going to be the, you know, the star players of the two teams going head to head against each other. We're just going to have to sit back and just wait for some people to join up. For the teams to join in and get ready. Big Pog. There you go, Wex. Looks like there's going to be a little bit for people to be able to join. Yeah, two Australian amateur teams going head to head. I did read that DoIt LAN did go to LAN once and win, apparently, as they say in their bio. Yeah, it's not. It looks like Omi took some fall damage. Really too much to say about anything here at the moment until we get people in and everything. So, for those that don't know, I've never actually casted a CSGO game before. Now Nuke's a very interesting map. It's a very interesting map. As soon as you get sort of some map control on either side, whether you're a CT or a T, it can be very it can shape the round very quickly. Getting a quick pick on either team can completely change the way that teams approach this map and approach a round. Yeah. Looks like Eastern Building Group is starting to all join up. DoIt LAN. There hasn't been a single person join up yet. Hopefully this isn't a forfeit. That would be absolutely terrible if this was a forfeit. Well, Flamesy's living true to his name. Just burning himself. Jokes. Absolutely no development from DoIt LAN at the moment. We'll see what's going on here. So we'll have to give them some extra time to join in. Some nice B-hops there, Flames. Appreciate them. doesn't look like much is happening here with regards to team joinings. Who are we missing from EBG? Not too sure. I'd have to have a look at the team lineups there. Still have absolute... Oh, there we go. Oh, Flamesy went out, came back in. We still have absolutely no one from DoIt LAN. Join. It's a bit of a dud so far. Bit of a dud start. He did have the... Wex did have the EBG logo to start with, but then he changed it. No, he's got it there. It just... I would suggest that Steam or whatever client they're using hasn't updated on the side leaderboard there, but it's all changed up. Those are some interesting B-hops. Oh, I love it, Scrubs. I mean, if you want a player, retry on console, please. What do you mean retry though? I don't know like commands and stuff very well particularly, or like just exit and then reconnect, or you just type retry. I don't actually know. No, I know who you are. Here we go. DoIt LAN. Just retry. Alright. That's what I mean. I don't actually know. Like if that's all you type or if it's like a specific command or anything. I've not casted. I've not really used GoTV. No, I didn't update at all. But we did have our very first player from DoIt LAN finally join in. So it doesn't look like they're going to be abandoning or anything. Just a bit of latecomers. We have one latecomer so far, to be fair. Nothing else at all. I mean, it's an amateur league. I'm in for a funny moment clip. Alright. Has he not realized that the sun's climbing? Well, it's an interesting warm-up to say the least. They have a very interesting profile picture there too. DoIt LAN. It does actually say, if you can't, just in case you can't see, down here it does actually say. Let's see. No, I know. But sometimes it's good to be able to follow certain players and stuff at the time, at certain times. That's also because I had to play around with the auto director. Yeah. It was going into. I'm not really sure why, but. Well, we've got 3, 4. We've got one more person to join, and then we can start to get this match underway. When the banter's already started. I'm pretty sure these are 2 Perth teams, so they're going head to head against each other. What are the pings like? Not entirely. It's pretty close. Looks like Scrubs is over east. That is some gnarly spray control there by Stars. I'm just going to call him Stars. I don't know whether that's just a Go TV thing, but yeah, that was some odd control. I mean, Wake still has the old logo on the sidebar, but in the leaderboard and everywhere else, it's. So we've got Scrubs, Omi, Chef, Flamesy, and Wex making up Eastern Building Group team. I don't know, if you say so. And we've also got Ouch, Cute Patrol 0, Trainwreck, Stars, and Woe Drop for DoIt LAN. Come into the knife rounds. Alright. Let's see how each team approaches the knife round to start off. See if we can get an advantage heading into the opening of the game. Looks like T's going outside, CT's going outside as well. There's a T left in spawn. Looks like Trainwreck. That could provide a bit of a disadvantage for the T's here. It does allow some gang ups early on. And that's definitely exactly what was expected to happen with a 4v5. It looks like the CT should take this one pretty clearly. And they will get to decide what side of the map they chose. And open on their terms. And they've decided to go T side, sorry, apologise. T side starting with EBG, and DoIt LAN is starting on CT side. Oh no, I had that wrong. It's the other way around. My bad. I forgot who I was following. It's a good start to the casting. T's look to be coming inside. Get some quick early kills. What is happening with GoTV there? That is absolutely horrible. T's get the bomb plant. They do. Flamesy and Scrubs are up here in heaven as they try to take down. It's a 2v1. Flamesy's by himself and DoIt LAN get the first round, which is a strong opener. They got bomb plant. First round win. They get to dictate the weapon buy now. And it looks like CTs are going to have basically a full save, which is going to let them come into the third round pretty strong. And the T's divide up. So one outside, one inside, one on top. They drop down. Nice little headshot there on Wex from Ouch. CTs have pushed through Hut. And they got one kill. It's not been a great round. It's not been a great eco round for the CTs, for EBG. T's DoIt LAN take an early sort of control of the map early on. They've got the 2 opening rounds. However, oh, hey young Kev, how you going? EBG have a full buy now, so they're able to dictate a little bit of map control. So I think we want to try and follow, come out of this here. Oh yeah, that's powerful. My stars and Wex gets the instant trade with the scout. He gets traded by Trainwreck. So it's a 3v4 situation right now. Scrubs are sitting up in heaven. Comes down to rotate on inside, but there's no one really here. They're all sort of meandering outside the T's. Flamesy gets a nice little pick there as they make their way down. But doesn't want to be too aggressive there. Just going to hold the angle. Chef gets a nice pick, and he gets another one. We're going to be shot following Trainwreck here as he tries to relocate the bomb. Now it's a 3v1. It's very hard for Trainwreck to be able to pull back here. He's got no info on where the CTs are at all, and he's going to have to come into this blind. No utility. Clears angles and gets taken down via the angles there. It's a strong round by EBG there, able to claw one back. They only lost 2 players, so their economy is not too destroyed on their first win there. And the T's, DoIt LAN, still have some economy, so they're able to basically full buy up. Their utilities, that's okay. It's not too strong, but they've got a lot of smokes and flashes there to be able to help themselves out. CTs with some early utility used very quickly. We're going to follow Scrubs here for a little bit. He's not going to make any connections or anything here. Let's come on the outside to Wex. He's covering outside with the scout again. Just quickly misses a shot there. So there's one T that's gone down into secret. Wex is by himself trying to carry, or trying to contain outside. They don't know that one's already gone down to secret, 2's already gone down to secret. Wex hasn't seen that information. This could be dangerous for EBG. Wex seems to be picking up on the fact that this could happen. Pulls a rotate, gets a quick shot off on them as they enter ramp. Pulls away, realizes it's probably going down to B. We're going to come back into some early viewership here. Yeah, and they get B bomb control, B side bomb control fairly cleanly. So it's a 3v4, although Wex is heavily tagged with a scout, so he's not much help in this particular situation here. Oh, that's heavy. They're going to get each other's way. No, Omi grabs a kill. He's blocking. Flamesy, Scrubs comes out. They all trade him up. They're good to go. That's a clean execute. It's a clean retake by EBG there. Good comms. Everyone waited for their turn to go. I was a bit worried that they might actually sort of block each other as they came out of doors there, but they didn't. It all worked out for them in the end. Scores are tied 2-2. EBG with a small comeback and a controlling manner on the map, but their economy isn't particularly strong right now. DoIt LAN come in with a fairly standard eco buy here. 2 Deagles and 3 P250s and a couple of flashes. Pretty standard eco buy there. They're going to try and come down to ramp from the looks of it. They're just going to wait, bide their time, and maybe have a bit of a strong push, a bit of a rush down ramp. No, as they split up. Flames, he seems to be onto the smoke, but he's let them into that room there without getting that knowledge, which is a bit of unfortunate. Oh, that's the timing there for ouch. Just horrible timing. Had to reload. So, they're going to flash, enter, rush, hopefully catch some of these guys off guard. There's two here guarding it. One gets traded, Flamesy gets traded out. Oh, that's good teamwork by Scrubs there. Saves Wex to the left of him. Plant doesn't even get the plant down. Horrible round for DoIt LAN. What's going on? That's okay, Kev. Hopefully I can help you follow along with what's happening. Ouch is going to come down here. Let's follow Ouch for a bit. He's going to come down into the bomb site. They don't have... I think they've got eyes on the bomb here, but they don't exactly know where he is. Probably got a fair idea that he's here. Probably should have come around the corner there and pre-fired. Didn't have a lot of time left in the round. Bit disappointing there of a finish. But it was an eco round, so... I mean, they got one kill. It's not too bad. Not the end of the world. EBG still don't have a strong economy despite winning the last 3 rounds in a row. They keep losing people. People keep dying. So that's pretty good by DoIt LAN to be able to get those kills in, to not let EBG get a strong economy. Chef gets a quick kill as they come out of door. Flamesy gets a trade, quick trade, gets another kill coming out of hut. Trainwreck gets that trade. They've lost bomb control in the middle of the site. They don't have any idea where Wex is, or they do, perhaps, as Trainwreck seems to have an idea. Did he get a kill? Did Wex get a kill back there? Not entirely sure. Orange is always the terrorist. That is correct. Now Wex, we're going to follow him as he plays retake. Does not quite get the headshot off. If he had that, it was a 1v1. Didn't quite come off for him. EBG don't have a buy here. Despite winning 3 rounds in a row, and their first loss after that, they are unable to fully buy. But they do basically full dig up. So it's 3v3. It's a fairly even match so far. There's no real clear control of any particular team here. They're all spread out. EBG is the blue team. Omi gets 2 flicks off. That's completely changed the round. Picks up an AK. He's going to try and just hold this for a little bit. Doesn't quite do that particularly well. Stars comes out with a trade kill, and it's all even back up 3v3. However, Wex gets 1. Chef gets another. It's a 2v1. 1 outside, bomb outside, 2 CTs inside. Let's follow Stars as he doesn't have bomb. He doesn't know exactly where the CTs are. He's got no information to go off of. He's just trying to chase kills here. As both CTs are very close to each other. And they get the trade. Very, very clean eco there by EBG. Very, very clean. Some very strong 1Ds by Omi to really change the way that round was looking to go. He completely set up the win there for EBG. Right, so DoIt LAN looks to have to try and take some inside control. Rounds where you don't buy any guns. Eco rounds are basically where you might buy a gun, but it's only a pistol. So you spend the minimum that you can to be able to buy or full buy in the next round. It's usually just pistol buys. So DoIt LAN are mostly all inside here. They're all inside, coming down to ramp. Couple of flashes. They all come rushing out. Scrubs with a very, very quick rotate. He tags one, stars, as he goes down the ramp, but he doesn't want to peek again in case those Deegs come out. He's not aware that they have only got one Deeg user. Wex with the quick AWP kill. Who's got bomb right now? Ouch. And he's not crossing with the Glock. So despite them having ramp control, they don't have proper ramp control right now. Ooh, ouch, with a very clean kill with... Oh, and he's got the double kill. That's very, very smooth. That's completely changed the way that this round is going now. We didn't keep following Ouch here. He seems to be the playmaker. He's taken down 2 CTs. And now the CTs themselves are completely spread out. I'm not entirely sure what's going to be happening. One's outside, one's down on B. Oh, now it's a 1v2, although Cute Patrol has the order. Misses the first shot. That's going to change the way. Oh, and he gets the second one, though. He's going to force something to happen, but he doesn't quite know where Flames he's going to be coming from, and that puts him in an awkward position, and he drops. It's a clean win by EBG again. Very clever play. Ah, and there's some banter going on in the chat between the two teams. Some salty words are being carried out. So we've got some very clear, good players on DoIt LAN. Trainwreck. Trainwreck is pulling his weight. Cute Patrol 0 needs to be able to do a little bit more than what he's currently doing at the moment. I'm not entirely sure what role he's playing right now, but we'll have a look. Seems to be he's playing a bit more passive than his teammates. I'm going to follow 0 and see what happens. It's a 4v4. Bomber's down. Let's see what EBG do to try and get this back in a retake situation. They lose Scrubs. Flamesy goes, takes one down. It's a 3v3. Do they try and take 2v3? It might be worth saving, but Omi pulls in. Wex takes out another one. 0 takes out. Very clever. Oh, Wex has done it. He's pulled out the ninja. That is... Oh, 0. 0's game sense wasn't quite on there. He needed to come out of the smoke and try and take him down there. But he got lost in the smoke as to where he was and where Wex was. That's a bit unfortunate. Wex with a very clever play, obviously realizing that and taking advantage. It's an amateur competition game. This is. It's between Eastern Building Group versus DoIt LAN. It's an amateur game that's being played right now. Proper competitive game points that are being played for 2 organizations. Ouch! Comes away with a clean kill in heaven. It's 2v4 now against EBG. Just missed the smoke there by Ouch. Oh, and he gets a direct hit with a nade on Scrubs. Seems to know that he's up there. And it looks like EBG might be saving here. Yeah. They're going to save their weapons. Their economy is not looking great. Mr. Screaming. Yes. Yes, Kev. Yep. So, EBG does the save. They save FAMAS. They particularly save the AWP. And they're going to have to sort of do a weird half-buy thing here around that AWP. Let's do it LAN. They claw back another round. It's a fairly even game. There's no clear team that is sort of working better than the other right now. as Stars takes out a player on the outside, takes out Omi, another player. That's just going to completely change the way that this round is played. EBG may have to save another round here, save that AWP for another round. They might not be able to go completely aggressive. DoIt LAN take out... Oh, and they've lost that AWP at the top of Heaven. They've completely taken control of Heaven, of A site. Thank you, Josh, for that. I do appreciate that. Yeah, Scrubs comes up, he grabs that AWP, goes away. Flamesy with his FAMAS comes and grabs it. Scrubs get the kill. Now they're going to be locked in at the CT spawn here, which is going to be very, very dangerous for them because the T's know where they are. They can come, and if they really don't want to have that AWP saved, they're going to have to go and attack it. Now they are in a position where they can buy again. They really should be coming here and trying to take that AWP away from EBG. Because their economic situation, EBG, is still not particularly great. They still have an AWP, however, and a FAMAS. They're just going to half buy with some Deagles, P250, just so that they can then full buy again. Now, in this particular round, it's not too detrimental if EBG lose this round and lose that AWP. They should be able to buy one next round. Oh, and they just come in and completely take the A site again with almost no contest. That's what happens when you're coming up against pistols. It seems to be that DoIt LAN are playing a bit more aggressively into sites now. At the start of the round, at the start of the game, they were sort of playing much more passively, waiting to see and try and get a pick here and there, seeing what happened. Now they're playing much more aggressively. They're completely taking EBG off guard. They're not expecting those fast rushes, and it is definitely helping their cause as they disrupt that sort of play style. Wex is going to be saving that AWP again, but in reality, it's not going to it's not going to hurt their chances too much. So I could ask you a question. Stop distracting. That's okay, Kev. You do you, man. So the scores are all evened up. CTs call a timeout, which is probably needed because they've lost the last 3 rounds pretty definitively. They've basically had to half buy almost 3 rounds in a row as they recover from their economy. And it does seem like they may be aware of the fact that DoIt LAN have sort of changed up their playstyle a bit. And is you know, so that they might be having a bit of a discussion here to keep your weapons, including flashes and molotovs. That's correct, Kev. And if you so the way that it works is if you don't die at the end of the round, you don't actually gain money at the end of the round for surviving per se. Well, like you'll get a little bit depending on who won the round. But if you get killed after the round ends, this is the dangerous thing about keeping your weapon and trying to stay alive. After the round ends, there's about a 5-second window, maybe a 7-second window, where players can still run around and kill each other. And if you get killed after the round ends, but before the next round starts, you lose a weapon without gaining any money, and so it's quite bad. The T's yeah, they're playing much aggressively here now. DoIt LAN are much more aggressive here. They've completely taken ramp control. They have left themselves options to be able to go down to B or come up through Heaven through to A. And as you can see, it has changed the way that EBG have sort of set up. They're all outside. They don't know where to go, whether to go down or up. In fact, it looks like EBG have gone down, but the bomb is up. And they actually have a very easy execute on the A site. Wex has come up and realizes that it could be an A play. He's going to come here and catch ouch, off guard, gets that kill, backs away. He's realized that this might actually be an A push here, but they've pushed back down to B, thinking it might have a rotate. They're going to have to enter the site from outside now. And they do know that it's A site now. Not entirely sure what Chef and Omi were particularly doing with regards to their rotations. Wex tries to flash himself in. Gets one. Gets traded out. 2 kills done. And EBG have completely changed the way that that round goes in an instant. Very, very quick kills, distractions. Everyone was focused on Wex coming out through the smoke. They all got traded out very quickly. EBG with another round up their sleeve. And they've actually... They don't have a weak economy here. Even if they lose this round, they have 2 players that can buy properly. Oh, now Omi can't. Never mind. DoIt LAN. Do they stay aggressive here? There's 30 rounds. Well, it's first to 16 rounds effectively. First to 16 rounds. So there's 15 on one side, and then after 15 rounds have passed, you swap sides. You become attacker or terrorist, and the other team becomes defender or CTs. So it looks to be that DoIt LAN have... They're all inside, no one's outside. They don't want outside control at all. They're looking to try and take the A site with those flashes. They perform a small execute here. They take down Wex, but 2 get traded out from heaven. Oh, that hurts. Yeah, that hurts. 30 rounds in total, 15 on each side, but it's first to 16, obviously. It's a very, very even match between the 2 teams right now. Looks like DoIt LAN are coming in for a vent push. They get mollied out and damaged heavily coming out of that squeaky door. 1 went outside, caught them off guard. Wex didn't know that. The call wasn't there. It's now a 1v1. Alright, let's watch Star. Star comes down into the B site. Wex seems to have realized that, but he's going to have to come down secret. This gives plenty of time for Stars to set up a defensive position. And Wex now has to clear the site before he's able to really do anything. So we're going to come into Wex. He hasn't realized that it's on B site. So is he going to save his weapon? No, he's going to come down and he's going to try and take it. It took him a long time to realize that that he wasn't on the right site. He's holding. Didn't quite get it. Had 1 second to go. It took him too long to be able to realize which side that was on. And that's the first half done. Eastern Building Group take a 1-round lead coming into the second half. 7 versus 8. Oh, good. I have a scoreboard permanently on my screen. No. I might have to refresh this because I have a scoreboard permanently on my screen. What? Alright. I'm just going to have to... Is it refresh? No. Shoot. What was it? Try? Yeah. Just going to have to refresh that. Unfortunately, I had a scoreboard stuck on my screen. So we're going to come back in. We're going to miss a round here. Probably it'll probably have ended or almost ended. All right. EBG look to take ramp control very quickly. They come down. They take one down. There's going to be one down here in secret. Oh, that's very, very tricky. They get site control. And it's now a 1v4. Ouch has to do a lot. By himself, doesn't quite get there. After the game, no, I'm not, Kev. No, I'm not. It's now 9-7. So EBG do what DoIt LAN did in the first half, win the first round on the terrorist side, and that gives them a key position to be able to attack a site fairly convincingly. You can see here on the blue side, on the weapons, they've basically all got P250s. They've left themselves enough cash to be able to fully buy in the next round if they do happen to go down. EBG are looking to take the outside as Scrubs nades a few people, but only very barely damages the back. Yeah. EBG have some very easy control of the site. Not entirely sure what Wojop's plan here is, or what he was doing to sort of negate that push there. Maybe he was trying to look for a pick outside. He was looking for Scrubs outside who'd gone down, making sure that he couldn't be sort of traded. Maybe he does a bit of a jump spot. Doesn't spot Wojop. Wojop does spot Wex, who doesn't get the kill, but he's instantly traded, and that's the round. 3 rounds up. However, DoIt LAN can now fully buy. Let's see what they can do on the CT side with a full buy. And EBG do not have a full buy. They have 3 AKs and 2 MAC-10s. That puts them in a slightly weaker position for this round than DoIt LAN. However, Nuke does tend to be a bit of a closer map in some regards. So that those MAC-10s could prove to be handy, especially with their economy. EBG is terrorist, that is correct. DoIt LAN is the CT side. The interesting thing with this MAC-10 play is if Chef and Flamesy do get some kills here with those guns, their economy is going to skyrocket. It effectively buys them 2 free rounds of economy. Trainwreck backs away out of ramp. He cannot take that fight alone. He's going to have to try and take this with different angles. He's going to get rushed. Doesn't get a single kill. Gets traded instantly though. Ouch comes with a bit of a defensive play. It's a 3v4. Wex comes in with that trade pretty quickly as well. Wojop in window. Flamesy with the headshot. That's good for his eco. And Scrubs comes and cleans up 0. So EBG now take a 4-round lead. They have complete control of this second half. And unfortunately, DoIt LAN have to save around here. They've 4 Deagles and 1 P250. This could actually be very interesting for them because those Deagles do one shot in the head. They're incredibly cheap to buy, and if you do get a couple of shots off correctly, they can completely open up the way that Scrubs gets a very early kill, reads that play very quickly. Stars isn't able to finish the job off on Chef. Omi watches the rotate down vent. He takes another one. It's now a 2v5. It's a bit of a lost round for DoIt LAN. Where are they going to come in? 0 is not going to attack the B sites, and nor is Wojop. They're going to save their Deagles. And the T's now start to search for those CTs. He's been spotted. He's been killed. Now 0's on his own. But he should get away with the save here. It'll take a little bit of damage from this bomb. No, he won't. Solid round. Solid round by EBG. They take a 5-round lead. CTs now are using one of their timeouts. They've lost complete control in the second half. Hey, stealth! lost complete control in the second half here. They need to regroup. EBG have deployed several different tactics. They've rushed outer. They've rushed ramp. They haven't really attacked the A site definitively yet. So they've deployed a lot of different tactics so far in the opening few rounds of the second half, and it's very hard to read how they're going to be playing each round. So how does DoIt LAN follow this? We're going to follow... Yeah, we're going to follow Trainwreck here. He's one of the leading fraggers. See if he can maintain a bit of a defense here on ramp. No one is coming to ramp here, though, so let's see how quickly the CTs realize that the entire attack is coming outside. Wex gets a pick. So, EBG have... What the hell is a fragger? A frag is a kill, sorry. EBG have complete control of outside. They look to be coming up to heaven. They're going to catch Ouch completely off guard here. No, they're not coming up to heaven. Sorry, they're in the B site, almost. And DoIt LAN have not realized it. Trainwreck's the only one watching, and they're completely pushed off the ground. This is a flawless execute, almost. They've got the bomb down. They've got control of the site. Wex trades out the scrubs. He gets another one in Ouch. Wex with the 3 kill in about 5 seconds. Owns that round, and unfortunately for DoIt LAN, EBG now have a 6-round lead. This is going to be quite the comeback if they're able to pull this off. They've got no economy again after that buy. They've full deg buy. It's almost a throwaway round. They need to really be able to sort of throw something at EBG here. In fact, a rush would be... oh, Trainwreck takes damage there. That's not going to help his course at all. Needs to rush through here and take someone off guard. Misses the shot, though. Needs to go. Does get that trade very quickly. But EBG have outside control right now. Wall drop had a chance to be able to throw the spanner in the works there, but doesn't quite pull it off. Oh, Trainwreck. He reloads at the worst time there. And EBG cleaned that up pretty quickly. 7-round lead now for EBG. What can DoIt LAN do here to change the way, to change the momentum of EBG? They need to move some players around to different positions on the map. Probably that their current positioning is just not able, they're not able to hold their positions currently. This is looking to be a clean sweep in the second half. Oh, the timing. Chef comes out, draws the attention away, and is able to simply get a kill. It's a 5v4. That very, very limits DoIt LAN's ability to be able to defend the sites. It's a 3v2. Chef with 2 kills on A. It opens up the A side a bit. It's probably going to... Oh, Chef. The timing of his plays is incredible. Wall drop, the only one left, but he goes down. His position is known. It's now a tie at the least. One more round for EBG and they take the win on this map. DoIt LAN need to be... They forced up. You can see they forced buy. If they ecoed here and drop it, they lose. They have to force their money, their economical situation here. We've got 4 FAMASs. Oh, and Omi comes in very, very quickly. Omi just spams the smoke there. That's a very interesting play. Loses nothing by doing it. Ouch. Takes Omi though. It's a 2v2. It's an even play. DoIt LAN have a chance here. They've locked down some angles. Oh, Zero's going to get taken from an off angle here. Ooh, doesn't quite go down, so he's still a chance if he outguns, and he does! DoIt LAN take the round, despite all the odds. Can they shift the momentum and get the last 7 rounds that they need to be able to draw this up and pull it into overtime? They need to play almost perfectly here. Woe drop, their economy is not great. They lost almost all of their players, which means they're not able to fully buy on this round. So they need to be able to pull something off pretty sweet here. As EBG do have a full round, they do have a full buy. They probably do for another 2 rounds. It's going to be very, very stressful. Ooh, Stars gets a pick on Wex, the AWPer. Outside. As most of EBG is outside. Looks like Omi is making his way down into the B site. Scrubs gets a pick on Woe Drop. It opens up the B side a little bit as they're sort of making their way down to B. CTs realize this. They're making the rotations. Slow rotations. They're trading. Scrubs gets another kill. It's a 2v3 right now. This could be very interesting in the way that this plays out. Let's follow Zero here. And it's very quickly changed. EBG with a very commanding win in the second half of the game. (16-8), 8-round win by EBG, Eastern Building Group, against DoIt LAN. That's the first map. Some key takes there. On the terrorist side, both teams played in very different styles. EBG was much more aggressive in taking picks wherever they were going. They were fully committed to going in a particular direction and taking either a pick or a trade. Whereas on the T side for DoIt LAN, they were much more passive. It wasn't until the later rounds that they become much more aggressive and actually took EBG off guard, off their game. Won a few rounds in a row, about 4 rounds in a row. Forced. I think that's actually it, isn't it? There's only one map. Yeah. Forced... forced things to change in terms of playstyle. Forced a timeout. And when you're forcing a team to timeout, you know that you've kind of rattled them. And once you rattle them, you can actually take that momentum forward a bit. And to DoIt LAN's credit, they were able to do that in the first half. But once the second half began and EBG was able to stunt the terrorist side, that first round win was absolutely the most important thing that EBG could do, because it dictated how they were then able to play the rest of the following 4 rounds effectively, and was very aggressive. It completely threw DoIt LAN off. They weren't able to recover even with their own timeout. But there you go, EBG with the win. DoIt LAN going home. Thank you very much for watching, and congratulations to EBG. Good luck.